This is the motor that came along with the Manx Dune Buggy that I got. And this motor, when I got it, it was in the form of a long block. Had supposedly been rebuilt 30 years ago. When I got it, I was skeptical. There were no spark plugs in it, so the cylinders are open to atmosphere, so I'm thinking, oh boy, you know. But when I scoped them, they were totally clean inside. The owner had no idea what was done to the motor. I'm pretty sure it had pistons and cylinders at least, and I don't know what's inside the case. So the oddball thing was, when I started cleaning up the motor, I disassembled everything, the generator, the carburetor, all the parts. I rebuilt everything and repainted all the sheet metal, etc. But when I pulled the valve covers and depressed the rocker arm on the push rod end, the push rods were springing in and out, every one of them. Now, this is a 67 motor. They didn't have hydraulic lifters back then, so apparently the mechanic who rebuilt this did something with hydraulic lifters, and VW didn't even have them back then. So I have no idea what the deal is with this motor. So I've rebuilt it all without spending a lot of money on it. I added a little console here to my engine stand, and I have the generator light, an on switch for the ignition, a starter button, oil pressure. I wired up the regulator. I got my little fuel tank, and I pulled out my old dwell meter and tach, etc., my multimeter from way back when engines had points. So I had a problem trying to turn it over with the original fuel pump that was on it. I wasn't getting any fuel, so I just got one sent up from my brother down the Cape, and I'm about to try this again with this fuel pump, see if it'll crank over, see what happens. Okay, here we go. Ignition. Not seeing any fuel. Oh, still not pumping fuel. It's getting up there now. Oh, life. Oh, jumped over 20 pounds of pressure in that little spurt too. Let's get a little choke. Whoa. That's something. I think we need a fan. Okay, we got a little fan action. I'll check the timing. The dwell was right within range, so the points are good. No temperature gauge, but it didn't run long. So I'm going to check the timing now, see what happens. Success!